Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm out here for another hike. I'm actually out in Folly Mountain again. Last time I was here, I went and I checked out the Grandfather Clock Falls. I'll chuck a card up to that. You want to check that out if you haven't seen it already. It was pretty cool. It was right after Hurricane Dorian. This time I'm going to check out the Folly River Falls. It's a kilometer or so downstream from the Grandfather Clock Falls. Some people call it the Toblerone. And like always, I'm gonna check for see if there's any fish down in the Folly River. Let's get to it. Oh, by the way, have you ever seen the hood of my car? And I bet you've seen my backpack before too. So I made it down the tracks a little ways. This is probably about 5 minutes of a walk. I'm getting pretty close to where the waterfalls are. And from being here before, I know that the cliffs on the side start to build up. It's probably hard to tell, but where I'm at, they're just starting to kind of taper up a little bit. So I'm gonna go down in the woods now. We'll push our way in and do some bushwhacking. So far, not too bad walking conditions. It's, I guess maybe because it's on the side of the train tracks, it's just old growth. Decent walking. I do know from experience how steep this ravine gets. So you could almost run through the forest until you get to this point. There's no little bushes, it's all high branches and stuff. It's beautiful until you get right down beside the river where it kind of, I could probably climb down that, but I'm gonna see if there's a little better of a spot. And I think I can hear the river, so I think it's just the bottom. It's definitely steep, but I've done worse. It's definitely not something you'd want to take the kids to do, but take your time. It's really not that bad. I'm gonna pause you. I'm gonna tie my rope on so getting out of here is a little quicker. There, this will make life easier. Okay, so I made it down to the bottom of my rope. I actually didn't need it. It's not crazy steep, but it's slippery, like the rocks and the mud give way. So I'm glad I brought it. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way upriver. It's way easier walking than it was going down that hill. And hopefully the falls is just up here around the corner. All right, so I made it down to the Folly River Falls, or the Toblerone Falls. They're actually really cool. Where I'm standing right now is if you were to go upstream and then go to the right of the falls, the opposite side of the river from where I came down, there's actually another little tiny waterfall that's, well, actually tiny as in not very much water, but it's really high and it's kind of nice. And there's actually like this really cool area back here where they kind of join together with, it's got a pretty easy cliff that you can climb up a little ways anyway, and check out the valley, the gorge, whatever you want to say, above the waterfall. I mean, with caution. Yeah, so why not see if there's any fish, if it's worth taking your fishing pole down to the Folly River. It's pretty busy looking water there, so I don't know how well we're going to be able to see anything, but I'm going to give it a shot. That said, don't leave just yet. I flew the drone, I'll show at the end, and there was a whole bunch of nice looking waterfalls behind this one. So I'm going to try to find my way up above this one. Check those out real quick, and then I'm going to make my way out of here. So let's do that. Okay, so I've reached a spot where I gotta get wet or go way up around to get any further. I'm not doing that, but from here I'm gonna sign off and touch back with you guys in the car. I gotta get out of here. Hey guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Oh, I barely made it out of there without having to take a nap several times. This is the best I've sounded in a minute, or 2, or 3, or 10. Anyway, I didn't make it out of there without minor battle wound. I slipped and managed to somewhat catch a jagged rock. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Appreciate you sticking along till the end of this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.